हाय गाइस, मेरा नाम है ध्रुव और आप देख रहे हैं डीजी रिदम्स का यूट्यूब चैनल। एंड आज मैं बात करने वाला हूँ माई बिगेस्ट कम बैक, बेसिकली द बिगेस्ट क्रिएटिव ब्लॉक दैट आई हैड एंड हाउ डिड आई ओवरकम इट. So there was a time in my life where I used to do music production, and every day I used to wake up and it used to get better and better and better. I've produced like abhi tak do so decent amount of experience, and I've recorded tablas, guitars and everything else. Only this happened to me, like actual creative block happened to me once. A lot of the people tell you it's not true and yeah, but I think you don't know it. You know it when you overcome it. You don't know it while you're in the creative block. I have never been fully dependent on music because मैं और भी चीज़ें करता रहता हूँ. मतलब because I don't feel कि अपने काम को ही पूरी ज़िंदगी बना लेना is like a very good thing. चाहे आप successful हो चाहे नहीं हो, अगर आप हो गए and if वो उसकी demand है, that's a different deal. But there was a time in my life where I used to do was produce music, get better. I used to wake up and pick up guitar, practice, play MIDI, then start programming, calling people up for work, stacking up podcasts and tutorials. I explored and improved one skill, that was production. But it had been a long time since I wrote a song, and the reason I wasn't consuming a lot of music. The reason was I was not consuming a lot of music. So I used to produce beats, record other people, talk to other people. It's not like I was not connected with the fam, but you know how it goes. I think my emotions and depth wo chali gayi, that went like separate away. I was stuck and couldn't write one thing, and somewhere I heard that if you can't make 1 rupee, try making 100, because you were worth 100 and people wanted to give you that. So I was really stuck उस time पे, and the period I'm talking about is between 2020 and 2023, because after COVID I got so much into production, playing guitars and playing keyboard and building my own studio, because I frankly had nothing. In 2020 I still remember I had a Celeron chip CPU which had 2 cores and 2 threads. Now my CPU has 10 cores and 16 threads. What I basically mean by that is, for all you non-technical people, that means my DAW used to not function properly. उसके stock plugins नहीं चलते थे. I used to work on FL back then. Now I work on FL, Cubase. I used to only be focused on FL, and I used to only produce. I used to not mix. जहाँ पे I was maybe writing songs in 2021, but मैं उसको execute भी नहीं कर पा रहा था. So creative blocks भी मेरे को processes में आ रहे थे. The creative block I'm talking about is writing new stuff, enhancing the result. How I knew this was a creative block? जब मैंने 2023 में मेरी गुलमोहर रिलीज करी, and literally everybody I knew called me up and told me that this is something we have been waiting for, this is your true potential. And then later on we released Miraki, Maya Nagri. I produced and mixed 2-3 other albums which are not yet out. It's not mine, it's for other people. But again मैं सोचा कि यार एक पैसा नहीं बन रहा तो 100 कैसे बनेंगे. पर मुझे समझ में आया मेरी प्रॉब्लम ना बातों में है. मेरे को समझ आया मेरी जो प्रॉब्लम है वो एक गाने में फिट नहीं हो रही. And that's when I decided to make gulmohar EP. क्योंकि जब आपकी बातें एक गानों में फिट नहीं हो रही, when you have a story bigger than the song itself, that is the power of music. But sometimes you just can't fit in your story in a song. So then I realized कि मैं से एक भी गाना लिखा नहीं जा रहा. ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत सारे गाने लिखे हुए नहीं थे, but the thing is कि वो गाने compile नहीं हो रहे थे. The composition, it was not fitting into the track, or your track was, I was not able to make my track around the thing, right? तो साथ में 5 गाने बनाने लगा, and that's how I wrote and made Gulmohar and Maya Nagri at the same time. They were written down at the same time, yet they are so different, because that's the magic of creativity. Writing it first, then choosing the beats, and then tailoring it to my preferences was my method. It has been 2 years since I released something significant. It was not like my releases नहीं कर रहा था. 2021 I released a lot of instrumentals. 2022 I released a lot of instrumentals. I reached 1,000 monthly listeners, I think, in 2022 or 23 maybe, I don't remember exactly. But yeah, I was constantly releasing instrumentals because I wanted to be good at production, because I always thought that I could write songs, because I have been writing songs since I was 8. I was always proficient in guitar, but I was not really at the level that I am in right now उस time पे. So then it had been 2 years since I released something significant. People also forgot about me. Then I released Gulmohar, then Maya Nagri happened, and then like production wise. And then Meraki happened. The biggest mistake I did was, I think, judging myself too much and wasn't consuming music. Because if I was consuming music, there was also this barrier जहाँ पे गाने लिखे हुए थे, बट इट वॉज नॉट फिटिंग इन टू माई आइडेंटिटी, और मैं पता नहीं सारी बातें एक गाने में क्यों फिट इन करना चाह रहा था, जबकि आई कुड हैव जज माई सेल्फ लिटिल कि ठीक है यार, इतना खुद को ना जज करके, एंड यू नो कुड हैव चूजन कि भाई कोई मेरी हेल्प कर दे, बट आई चोज टू डू इट ऑल बाय माई सेल्फ, एंड दैट वॉज लाइक द बिगेस्ट लर्निंग फ्रॉम गुलमोहर एंड माई नगरी. बिकॉज वट हैपेंड वाज कि आप गाने अलग अलग लिख रहे हो, अलग अलग इमोशन में लिख रहे हो, हाउ आर यू गिविंग इट अ कॉन्टेक्स्ट, दैट्स रियली इंपॉर्टेंट. Because you know your life is not gonna get over within one album, एक album. So I think the biggest music, I think it was, you know, you need not to judge yourself too much कि गाना you know बहुत light बन जाएगा. हाँ ठीक है, तो क्या हुआ? Not every song in the album you know is a hit. Some songs are just there for you to express yourself, and I wasn't consuming enough music. That was like the biggest problem. मेरा 2021 में mindset बहुत ऐसा था कि I will only you know listen to underrated music, and that was a very big block. I started revisiting mainstream music after 2023 December, and that's when my mixing also kind of, you know, every year my mixes got better, and 2023 December. So if you have been through something like this, please share your stories with us. In any way we can help, we'll provide support. There's an email link down below. You can